I'm getting to the last parts. I still have to finish some stuff on the hatch, but I got some stuff in.
I'm building a tiny teardrop camper from scratch. The Wander Tears Vaga. The goal is to get this rig ready for our family adventures in 2026.
In this episode, I'm going to get this box set up, get the trailer light and brakes hooked up, and ready for inspection. So I need to make a plate that goes on the bottom of this for the battery to sit on, and a plate that goes in the back out of plywood for the circuitry to sit on. So I've got this piece right here, which is a nice already pre-finished piece of plywood, and another one here right next to it. I've already got two pieces, and these look like they're probably going to work. Discover with me if these pieces are going to work. That's good. That looks really good. This one, almost like having this piece even like this, and have that be a battery area. So the 200 amp battery, that's the bigger battery that I'm looking at, is 20.5 by 20.5 wide by 9.5 long by 8.5 tall. So you've got 20.5 on the tape measure. That fits perfectly in here. 9.5 wide, that's also perfect. And then 8.5 tall. That would fit right on here. So I just did a couple of pilot holes. There's one right here, 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 and here. And then one right here for my cable gland too. And also I have some stainless steel bolts left over. Although I do remember that these guys galled up and I had to cut one of them out. So I'm gonna make sure that I use some anti-seat. I think they're gonna just fit. Maybe. Start doing this with one hand. Alright, we're just gonna get some screw clamps. And the last hole to drill is for this cable gland thingy here. And that'll go right here. I'm gonna need a hole saw. And yeah, I bought 25 feet of this stuff and I only need 6.5 inches. I enlisted some help.
Hey.
We're gonna get this this little 6-inch piece of the 25 feet onto here, pull the wire through. Come see if you can see it coming out the end over here. All right, we got the wire in there. Now we have to get the rest of that wire into there by putting this box up here. You ready for this? Have a couple of little changes, still the same format, because I really like having this little pocket in here. Instead of having this back to like here, this is where I originally had it, it's just really close for this wire to come through, and if that battery moves around, it'll just rub up against all of that. So it happened to be just perfect for this to fit on these little flats right here and right here. All right, well, electrical is coming along. I've got the trailer wires hooked up, and I've got some other wires going out into this cable gland that comes out back here, and that will run the trailer lights and also the underlighting too. But I want to run this lighting through the frame. Which one is this vacuum cleaner called? That Shop-Vac over there?
That one's Mr. Terrifying.
Mr.
And then that one's Mr. Hideous Terrifying.
You guys ready? It's kind of coming in, but what's happening, I think, is that this whole frame is all together a tube on the inside. So there's also holes over there that it's bringing air through. So we're gonna try to plug those holes and see if it helps any. Well, this is the best thing we could find was some gloves. Oh, it's really going now. All right, yeah, so we tried this side and that's not coming through. This Shop-Vac is like 15 years old. It's got some holes in the hose, so we're gonna try this other Shop-Vac. All right, let's see. Our experiment did not work. The experiment of trying to use a vacuum to one of these holes up in here to run a string through it didn't work. So I'm resorting to just running this underneath. And the distribution block is put in. Yeah, I've got the distribution block put in. I got my wire done up nice and tidy like. So that is that. I've got a few things left down in here for later, like this is a 10 gauge that's not hooked up to anything, that's for future solar. I've got a 12-volt circuit breaker that I think I'll put over here actually. I've got the underneath wiring, you know, coming through here from the box here, just with this cable gland. This is gonna run my underlighting that I have for the switches, the brakes, and the marker lights that are down here. So I've got this wire is gonna run up through here and then up and around over there, and then my trailer brakes are now wired up. I'm pretty much done connecting everything up. Just ran a wire loom underneath everything and just finished the last connection here for running lights and these backlights. So before I finish this the rest of the way, I want to test all my running lights. Also, I got my battery. One with a LiTime, 230 amp hour. That should be enough for a week, I think. I did check out all the other lighting, which is actually really cool. It works, everything really works. I just got this wired up to my distribution block, which powers all of everything. You can see some of the underlighting is already on. And back. It's so cool. My 12-volt wiring and lighting and everything is working. So now I'm going to use that thing to try to check out all of these lights. This is like the RV standard. So I had to do all these cross references. But anyway, I know that white, this one down here is my ground. And we're just going to shove it into here. That's brown on SAE standard. And then let's see if that will work. Let's see if my running lights are working. Oh, there's one marker light. There's another marker light, even better. And my 3 in the back are on. That one is on. And that one is on too. Let's see if these are all on too. That looks so awesome. Anyway, that's it for this episode of all of the rest of this wiring and electrics. And I'll probably take it out to weigh, maybe even today. See you later.